Hello there and welcome to Sister Sister. It feels great to be back on your favorite station, 97.3 Citi FM and Citi TV as well. My name is Jessica. Tonight, the show, as always, brought to you by the delicious tasting Talia Rice, always coming home to love, Vodafone, Together We Can, and Onga, Mama's Helping Hand. All right, now remember, the show's going to be on your screens for the next 60 minutes and we're going to be talking about relationships, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We'll be right back. And you're welcome back. So tonight we're going to jump right into our messages. But of course, first, let me tell you how you can join the conversations. You can send a quick WhatsApp to 054-998-6996. Don't forget to prefix it with a country code +233 if you're watching this outside Ghana, because we know that we have lots of viewers all across Africa. So yeah, thanks for joining us once again. Don't forget, you can also send an email to jessica@citifmonline.com, and you can like our Facebook page. Find us on Facebook at Sister Sister Live. Throughout the show, we'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Tonight on the show, my sisters join me as usual. On my left, I have Mansa. On my right, I've got Ceci. Ladies, good to see you. Thanks for joining me in studio. How's your week been, Ceci? Everything okay? Super.
It's been slow, but...
Slow?
Yeah, but I think I'm still hitting the targets.
Okay.
Steady.
We like target hitting, you know?
I know, right?
Yeah, when it hits the spot. I like that. Mansa, what about you? How have you been?
They call something work-life balance.
Is that actually even a thing?
So we are working and living life and trying to balance the two.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So you're succeeding at that at least.
So far, so good.
Okay. I think it should be life-work balance, actually. Life first.
Life first and then work.
I'm just saying. Right. We also have Olivia joining us online. My darling, it's been such a long time. How you doing?
So long. But it's good to see you. Indeed. And it's good to see everyone. I'm well, thank you. Everyone as well. And I hope you're well too. I mean, I can see you're well.
Yes, very well.
I mean, how are you?
Super. Thanks for asking. I'm very, very well.
Good to know.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just run straight in because lots of messages are hitting our... hopefully we can address a few more on the show today. So let's see how that goes, okay? All right, we'll jump right in. So this says, hello, Jess. I am a 22-year-old university student. And 3 years ago, I met this lady at my church. We started talking and eventually exchanged numbers. We started communicating regularly. And I began to like her because of how caring and loving she was. I told her about my feelings early this year, and she told me she loves me as a best friend and that she doesn't want to start something that might later ruin our friendship because she likes me a lot. I was shattered when she said that, but I decided to be the best friend she wanted me to be. Jess, I've been providing for her financially since I met her. A month ago, she came to visit, and I had access to her phone to check on something online since my phone's internet was messing up. About 2 minutes later, a WhatsApp message popped up, and all I could see was, I love you too, with 3 heart emojis. Immediately, I became curious, so I decided to open the chat, and it was at that very moment I realized that she was actually in a relationship with another guy. I asked her about it, and she told me she's not dating anyone. I asked twice, and she still denied because she didn't know that I'd seen the chat between them. Jess, I'm confused. If she has been, or she has a boyfriend, or has had a boyfriend for all this while, how come she still calls me anytime she needs financial help? If indeed she wanted us to be just besties, why can't she tell me she's dating? I want to get rid of her because I feel like she's used me for far too long. What at all did I do to deserve such treatment? Please advise. And that's our first message hitting our inbox. Which of you ladies wants to go first? Mansa, would you want to take it?
Yeah, I would want to take it. This is a clear case of use and abuse. And I don't know why he is still even entertaining the girl. First of all, the girl has been very blunt with him. He said, let's be friends. So she has clearly put you in a friend zone. So why do you go ahead to invest in? So you see, this guy, he's one of those guys who think an initial no can be equal to a final yes. And it's a function of time and financial investment.
Right.
So he's investing in the girl with the assumption that with
With
time, the girl is going to say yes. The girl has been very explicit. I mean, unambiguous. Let's be friends. And I don't know why you would want to live in self-denial. And 22 years, you are still in the university. I mean, I'm sure this guy will look back 10 years and be like, really, what was I doing with this girl? It's so not worth it. And I would tell him to flee, like, with the speed of light in a vacuum. 3 times 10 to the power 8 meters per second.
Flee, eh?
He should flee. I mean, as fast as his legs can carry him, because it's not worth it. And the I love you too that he saw on the girl's phone. It's a reaction from an action, which means the girl had already sent an I love you to somebody she loves. Girls know what they want. So obviously the girl knows whom she wants, and it's not you. And she has been even kind enough to tell you that, my brother, let's be friends. Why are you still living in self-denial?
Right.
But it's okay. I mean, once in a while, we all get used. He's been used. But you should make sure he doesn't get used more than once in a lifetime. And 22 years, of course, he's still in the university. And thankfully, university education is very holistic. Teaches you to be academically intelligent, emotionally intelligent, psychologically. So at least by the time he's out of the university,
You'll know better.
He'll know better. And going forward, I don't think he will make such mistakes again. So I believe, just leave the girl. Don't think twice about it. She's using you. You would even take your school fees to come and support her when she needs help. And I don't think it's worth it. Just focus on your education. And then by the time you are 30, 35, the right one for you will come. And you will look back and even curse yourself for going through all this for a woman.
He does want to know that, says, if indeed she wanted us to be just besties, why can't she tell him she's dating?
Yes, because maybe she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. She knows that you like her beyond being best friends. And maybe she telling you will hurt your feelings. So maybe she's trying to massage the issue and make it look a bit more easy for you to accept. And so she told you, she was very explicit, let's be best friends. And then you think with time and with financial investment, no, I mean, no means no. And I think most guys should learn from some of these things. When a woman says no, it is no. I don't know why some people feel no can turn into a yes. I mean, with time. I mean, a no means no. Sometimes some people will
change their mind.
Yes,
right.
But for the most part, women know what they want. And when they tell you no, trust me, they mean no.
Right.
And if you keep giving them money, they will chop.
Ceci, what do you think?
Life is very simple, but we tend to complicate things a lot. You see, I'm sure that on your last point, I'm sure that the idea of someone else not being in the picture made him believe that he stands a chance.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So now that he got to know that there's probably somebody in the picture, now it's like it has sunk in. Because at first he didn't know there was somebody there. So he thought, okay, if I push and push and push, she would finally succumb. But too bad. He found out that there was someone in the picture, and then that dashed his hopes. Now, the girl was, some women would like to sort of reciprocate so that you can stick around and they'll get the favors that you'll be giving them. But this girl was very, very blunt, and I applaud her for it, because it's not everybody who will see money like this, and whatever money he's given her, it looks like it is helping her. So,
Obviously.
yeah, she's taking advantage of it. So nobody will see free money like this, especially when I have told you I will spend it. Especially when I have told you, because I would think that
You know what you're doing.
yes, a rational human being, if I tell you that I am not interested and you still give me the money,
No, but
we have an agreement. It's more like we have an agreement, although it hasn't been explicitly said that, okay, you say you don't want me, but I'll still give you the money and you chop. But it's like a silent agreement sort of, because the girl was open, she told you, but you still went ahead to be giving her those favors. That is why I said that the
But I also
idea.
don't like the part where the girl goes to make a request or goes to make request for money, which means she knows she's using the guy.
Great,
But she
you
needs
see-
help, and he's a willing party.
Exactly,
But
because there are people.
Would you rather go to someone who's saying
because
no?
there are people
But
that
I mean,
help
when
us.
you know you don't have any feelings for the
But
guy,
you've told him.
Exactly.
That's the
And
caveat.
it is not every male friend or male acquaintance who helps you
financially
finally ends up with you or has something to do with you. There are male friends or male acquaintances that would help you and still not see the strap of your bra. Okay? Sure. So to her, she has told you, but she doesn't know that you are living in denial. That is why he's very insistent on the fact that I saw this message, it looks like she's seeing someone else. That is why it is so paramount to him, because there was nobody in the picture. He felt comfortable and he said, okay, if I push, she will finally agree. So the last paragraph was even making me laugh. He said, I want to get rid of her. Now you want to get rid of her.
Well,
when you found out that there's a potential person in the picture. So he has complicated things for himself. He should have just accepted. Because, like you said, rightly said, a woman knows what she wants. If she's telling you that, even when she has gone a step further to tell you that, please, it can't work. Let's be friends. She was very clear, no ambiguity, like you said. She wasn't. She said there is no mincing of words. She didn't have water in her mouth when she said it. She was very blunt. So please, just accept that you are not the one she wants and move on. Okay, you are 22, Charlie. This thing, you are too young to now be saddling yourself with this kind of issues. And where are you getting the money from to be showering her with whatever?
School fees
come
and
on,
pocket money.
come on.
He's in
Come
love.
on.
The guy is in love.
You said to take care of yourself. You're in school. Abba.
Olivia, weigh in on this. Let's hear from you. I mean, what do you think, really?
To be honest, I really don't think that this girl should be spending the guy's money if she doesn't love him. I mean, I've heard you sisters, but if you don't love him, what are you doing spending his money? Like, what's up with that? And for me, I think what baffles me is, why are you giving the guy the impression that you're not ready, you don't want him, but you don't want to openly come out to him and tell him that, yo, my guy, you know we're friends, right? There's this guy in my life and I really fancy him. So, I mean, I'll talk to you about it. Like, why is it such a big deal to hold off that information from him if she knows she's completely friend-zoned him? So I'm like, this is my opinion. I feel like she wants to have a cake and eat it. She knows that the guy loves her to bits, and she knows that that's the guy's love language. And she's taking complete advantage of it. And I really don't think it's fair on the guy. But moving on, the problem, the guy has reached out to us for a solution. So a few signs to know when a girl is really into you. Sweetheart, when you go and see her, she's not quick to want to hug you. She doesn't want you to give her a peck. She doesn't want you to touch her. When her friends are around and then you come around, she goes like, hey, everybody, this is my best friend. Immediately, like, she's declaring to the world that you shouldn't even begin to see that there's something involved or we have something going on. So, and she doesn't call you as much. She doesn't show you as much affection. She completely friend zones you. And I think that it's unfortunate, but you could also do some research into finding out, how to know if a girl is really into you. Because truth be told, it's very unfortunate, but it's such a rough world out there whereby people genuinely take advantage of good people and open-hearted people. Yes, she did say to you that she's not interested in you, and you were looking for that ray of hope. Because the other question too is that, what kind of signals did she give you to make you feel like, oh, there's probably a chance? Maybe when you come around, she'll be like, I don't know what she'll say to you too, because I feel like it takes two to tango. She may have completely friend zoned you from day one, but every now and then she probably gave you the idea that, oh, maybe this could lead on to something. This is what I'm suspecting. So she's giving you mixed signals, and then you're thinking that, oh, there's hope. So the thing is, I'm suspecting that the reason why she's giving you mixed signals is to sort of have you to finance her constant ATM. If she makes you happy and gives you the impression that there's an opportunity for something to happen, you stay happy and you continue to sort of dish out money to her, and she gets to have the secret lifestyle that she wants, have a secret relationship to with whoever it is that she wants to. You see what I mean? Like, if she doesn't like you, she should come open and tell you. It's not a matter of if I friend zone you, I should be able to tell you that, yo, Abi, you're my friend, so Charlie, there's somebody. But she wants to use you. She wants to enjoy your money. And that, for me, is not right. If you don't love somebody, there's no way you should be spending their money. Or you should let them know that, my guy, this money that I'm taking from you is because I really, really need the money and I need it for X, Y, and Z. And that's why I'm asking. I don't want you to have any other ideas about this money that I need, because in a situation whereby I desperately need money for X, Y, and Z, at least let the guy know that, okay, even if he's dishing out the money, you intend to pay him back or something. Don't sit down and be comfortable and think that because he loves you, it's okay for you to spend money. Like, it saddens my heart to hear young women say that, like, it's okay to spend a guy's money because he's dishing it out. But it's not right. You know, that's my honest opinion. It's not right. If you, as a young woman, you wouldn't feel comfortable for a guy to spend your money because you love a guy. Because there's some women out there, if they find a man and they love the man and the man probably doesn't have money, they'll genuinely say, oh, Jikotaway, because they love the person. That's their love language. That's their opportunity to express how they feel. And this girl completely took advantage of your love language. And I don't think it's right. Moving forward, you want to break up with her. Personally, I really don't think you should have any conversation with her. You confronted her after you saw the text message, and she looked you straight in the eye, and she lied. You know, she lied. And there's no way she's going to tell you the truth. She wants you to think that there's an opportunity. And for me, even the friendship, even if you're in friend zone, and the fact that she feels comfortable to look you in the eye and lie, for me, it's a no-no. I believe in honesty in relationships. I believe in being open, and I don't think that she's being open with you. For me, I don't even think that it's an opportunity for you to have any kind of dialogue with her. Just block her, just cut her. Go out there, find new girls. You're in university, there are plenty of girls. I know it's difficult, but take your time. You know, find out a lot more about yourself. Find out a lot more. Go through the trouble of understanding women, how they react. There's so much information out there on the internet, on YouTube. Find out, you know, what it feels like to find a woman who genuinely loves you. What are the character traits of even a God-fearing woman? What kind of woman are you looking for to spend the rest of your life with? What kind of qualities do you want in that woman? Is she a woman who is always taking, and you're always giving? It has to be go calm, my guy. So you need to ask yourself what you want in a woman. Take some time, sit back, reflect, you know, ponder about it, and take your time. You'll find that one genuine woman who really loves you. For me, I pray about relationships all the time. Before I met my husband, I asked God, give me the spirit of discernment to know which man is right and which woman, which man is wrong. Because people come and go. People pretend to love you with ulterior motives. So you don't know. You never know anybody's mind. But once you pray about it and you ask God to order your steps, trust me, He'll bring somebody your way. And for me, He did bring somebody my way, and it has worked. Okay, so you need to take it one day at a time. Don't be in a hurry to jump into a relationship. And it's not everybody who claims to love you who actually does love you. And don't be in a hurry to fork money out to women, because nothing, women will just take money, and it's not right. And I will constantly say that.
Right. But
find out a lot more about who it is that you want to be in a relationship with, and take it one day at a time.
Okay. Super. So I mean you guys have said it all, really. But I'll just add this. I don't think that she's necessarily dating someone else, actually. You know, we have people that we say I love you to. It's not like that deep. No, and they say I love you too. if a third person reads it, they may read meanings into it. But you know, I'm just saying, I'm not even like holding, like I'm just saying there is a possibility that maybe this person really isn't someone she's dating. Reason why she denied. I'm just saying. Yeah. But that being said, I do think it's she's just using him. That's very obvious. It's just because of the money, you know. So my guy, if you want to get rid of her, good, go ahead. That's what I'll say. Messages here. Mama says, hey, I said more. So now besties can't date anyone else. G says, if you give a lady food when she's hungry, she'll always remember you when her stomach is empty. When you proposed and she rejected you, you had no business handling her financial issues because she's not your responsibility. Boga, cut your losses, stop helping her, and move on. Robert says, sorry, brother. Most ladies cleave to guys because of what they get from them. Some have those who give them financial support and other stuff, and those who give them love and emotional support as well. That's the world for you. Hussein says, we have Anansi that breaks stones, Anansi that farms, Anansi the provider, and Anansi the chopper. I know your place in her. No, says know your place in her life, bro. Kelly says, nobody does anything to deserve a partner who has another partner. Just let her know about what you've seen on her phone. It's your choice. You decide to stay or move. Danny says, bro, now you do If you kept sponsoring her with the hope of changing her feelings for you, then abolos. She kept on coming to you for assistance because you were giving it with the understanding that you were a brother from another mother. It's your money, so you decide to pull it. That's fine. Go ahead and do it. Aurelia says, what you want to tell us, what you want us to tell you is that you are Mr. Otia, which you should know by now. You were helping the best friend, so why do you want to withdraw your services? Continue. God will bless you, be brave. Papa says, let me start by saying you had no business reading her chats. That's a huge flaw. It's an invasion of privacy. You're the best friend, so there. Whether she's dating or not is not your business. You offer her financial help willingly. She did not force you. Or does she? Truth is, you still have feelings for her. Clearly, she's not interested in you. Please define your position in her life and make progress. I think I like this message. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we jump into more of your messages. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Sister on Citi TV and Citi FM. Remember, we're also live across Sub-Saharan Africa on DSTV channel 363. Your comments are welcome, 054-998-6996. Right, so a message here says, yes, I gave my girlfriend 250 Ghana cedis as pocket money weekly. Other weeks, I make it 300. Aside being unemployed, she's complaining that the amount is small. She has no living relative, and I've been trying to help her. I want to end this relationship because I feel she's very ungrateful and she might never be content. How many guys of today can do what I'm doing? Am I not doing my best for her? But she does not appreciate me at all. What's your take on this? Ceci.
Today, dear, guys are dishing out money.
Yeah. What are these guys? I need some for something.
They should let some so. Okay.
It says other weeks, it makes it
300. That would be 50 big count.
Yeah. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Weekly.
Times 4.
1,002.
It will be salary. Even less.
And she's unemployed.
Can you imagine?
Hey. Yeah, someone.
Okay.
I think there's more to this story. I don't know, but it seems too fixated on just one thing for him to write to the show. I don't know. Maybe it's not okay. Maybe I'm just undermining it, but I feel there's more to it. Apart from the fact that she complains that the money is too small, what else does she do? I'm sure there's.
Yeah, that's his problem. She's
yeah, they are dating, right? Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, it's a bit vague for me because I don't know what else she does apart from the fact that she seems ungrateful. As in, if. Does she tell you that? Oh, and also, or does she do with the pen with the mom with the jumana wajen wajibeye 2,000 and 5,000 and be way pen out the mom like does she verbally abuse you? Does she insult your manliness or something? You know, I wonder how she communicates the fact that the money is not enough. So I think it has to do with how she tells him that the money is not enough for him to write to the show. Because I don't think if she goes to say, this thing is not enough, I need to do this, I need to do that. And also, what are her expenses? Is it like just keeping herself? Does she cook for you? Does she take out this money to cook for you? Does she use it for transportation and going around and maybe coming to do your laundry, coming to do, stuff for you around the house? what exactly are the expenses when you give her this money? Is it just for her upkeep, her personal upkeep?
Sounds like it.
Okay. So, first off, she's unemployed. And so, I wouldn't say she doesn't have a right. Maybe it is too harsh. But I think she should be appreciative, because if we are to look at the amount of money you are giving her, that means for like, depending on what you get in total, there are days when you go to work for her.
Pretty much.
Yes, you go to work for her, because that's 250 or 300 is not money you make in just a day. Okay, so you go to work for her, and she should appreciate the fact that you take money out of your salary. That thing is not easy. Before the salary comes, Charlie, the money is finished in your head, because the budget, the money, the budget you are doing in your head. So I think for him to be able to take that amount of money, because money is really hard to come by these days. So for him to be able to take out that money and give to you, you should be appreciative. Yeah, you understand? Increase it sometimes. So I don't know if he has pointed it out to her or made her, because I'm sure that it is the way she communicates the fact that the money is not enough.
Obviously, that's why he's upset.
Exactly. So maybe he should just communicate to her what your worries are, what your issues are. I don't know if there has been some back and forth, but you need to talk to her and let her know what your concerns are.
But would it help knowing what he already knows? Like, she's ungrateful. It's very obvious. Whether you tell her now and she's suddenly like, it's pretend, it's not genuine. Because, like, when she had the opportunity, she didn't, she wasn't appreciative. She wasn't appreciative. So whether you talk to her or not.
That's why I said I don't know how much conversation they have had. Okay, I don't know whether she has been able to break down what she uses the money for.
Charlie?
Okay. Yeah. But it's all about communication. If she's able to break it down, or maybe desist from insulting him or throwing bad words at him because the money is not enough. If it's that dear, then I don't think it's right. I don't know how far into the relationship you guys are. I don't know what the goal of the relationship is. But that is not the kind of behavior you want from a woman you want to build a home with. Okay, so I really don't know how defined that relationship is.
Right.
But they need to talk. They need to communicate. It's very important.
Olivia, I can almost hear your thoughts. How do you think, what are your thoughts on this? Guys financing this ungrateful young lady.
Well, this one, dear, some way. It's almost, it's almost like the first story that we were talking about. My question is, what were the rules of engagement from day one? You clearly did state that she is an orphan. So, did you start off your relationship from a sympathetic point of view, whereby you felt so sorry for her, and then with time, the relationship grew with love? Therefore, you feel obliged to support her in that manner. It's a good place, and to some extent, to actually start from. But you see, while the relationship is progressing, clearly you're getting frustrated and you're getting very upset. The reason why I was asking what the rules of engagement were in the beginning is, if you haven't made her feel comfortable, because it's not like you're in friend zone, it's a cordial relationship, and so you know that you are both in this heading somewhere. So if you've been forking out money for her, and she keeps complaining that it's not enough, my take is, rather than fish for her, teach her to fish. Okay, clearly you do have some extra money to give to her. You're ready and willing to sacrifice. Have that, sit down with her, and then have that honest conversation with her. Tell her, babe, you know what, I love you to bits, and I'm giving my all to you. Sometimes it's easy in relationships to sit back, because to every action there's a reaction, and it's quick for us to assume that we're giving our all, but our partner is not appreciative of what we're giving them. Until that honest conversation is had, you wouldn't know what is in each other's minds to be able to come to what do you call it, a perfect conclusion. So have a conversation with her. Tell her that, my dear, this is how much I've been giving you because I love you and I feel like you need some kind of support. But I want you to be able to help me. What can you do? Okay, because things are quite difficult. And really, in our economic situation, fuel prices are soaring. And once fuel prices are soaring, it even affects eggs and diet and everything. So have a conversation with her and take her one day at a time. This is what I think. Tell her, say, okay, based on this amount of money I've given you, what do you think you can do? How do you think you can multiply it? Because I'm beginning to feel the pressure and I'm beginning to feel that you don't appreciate it. And hear what she has to say. If she comes off across as, oh, you know, I'm asking you for money. Do you know what other guys are giving other girls? And at least hear her out. Know what she's thinking. Ask her, okay, when I give you X amount of money, for instance, I don't know how much is wache with just egg and something, and 3 square meals a day. Nowadays, not everybody actually can afford 3 square meals a day. Okay, so what's she eating? What's she doing? Like, how exactly does she spend her money? But you also need to carry yourself in a way that is not aggressive and that's not demanding. That's not like, hey, I'm a show. Relationship is always about understanding. Take your time, respect each other, and have that genuine conversation. Get some information from her and see how best you can help her. If the conclusion of the conversation ends up being confirmation of her being ungrateful, then you do have a point that you can quickly say, okay, let her know that you're not in this kind of relationship to constantly be forking out money and you can't do it anymore. And then you call a spade and you walk out. But I feel like you guys have had a bit of time in your relationship in terms of getting to know each other. And the earlier you talk about financial matters, the better, because if she's the one for you and if she's the one you're looking to get married to, it's important that you guys get a grip on your finances, because it'll get to a point in time whereby, you know, kids come in, you're buying diapers, and trust me, my guy, diapers are so crazy expensive. School fees is going to come in. So, Charlie, you need to have this serious conversation to know where you're at and where you're looking to go. So the earlier the better, because I don't think that besides complaining about the money, I don't think that, at least from what I'm deducing, I don't think that she's giving you any other cause to kind of doubt her love for her. So take it one day at a time, have that conversation and see how best you can move on and help her brainstorm on ideas to sort of increase however amount of money that you give to her. When I say to sort of increase, like what can she invest that money into in a week to be able to say, oh, sweetheart, you gave me 250 CDs this week. This is how much I've been able to make out of it. From credit to buying to selling eggs. I always say this. Let's not think that making money is all about wearing coat and tie and sitting in a fancy office. There are 1,000,001 ideas that we can all do. You can make donuts. You can make bread. That's the 250. It can open a whole store for somebody to start a provision store. So I think you guys, you have something. Take it one day at a time. You have something. And let it work for you. If money is the only problem, trust me, you'll meet somebody who will think that this 250 car is nothing. But work it out, talk about it, work it out. You'll find a solution to it. And you'll know after your conversation whether she's the one or she's not the one. And you can make an informed decision.
All right, Mansa.
That's for this story.
Something?
Let me laugh first.
Does it sound familiar?
Very, very funny.
Oh, right, okay.
Because, so I like to look at it from the two sides. I like to first blame the guy, and then I'll come back to the lady.
Okay.
So let me talk about the guy. 250 a week. You know me, I can explain with money.
Yes.
And sometimes 300. So that's like 1,000 or 1,002 a month. Why are you teaching her? Why are you giving her fish instead of teaching her how to fish? So with that 1,000 cedis or 1,002 a month, why won't you use maybe 3 months of that as seed money to set her up and let her start doing something on her own and for herself? Because when she is also working, then the little amount of money you give her would complement whatever she's also getting from what she has established on her own. Now, you just give her fish. You don't teach her how to give. You don't teach her how to fish. And then the lady.
You too.
You too. What defines you? Like, Jess, you are here. Oh, Jess, you do this. I'm here. This.
No formula.
Madam, who are you? I'm a full-time orphan. I'm a full-time girlfriend. Is that your designation?
In 2021.
In 2021. Is that a designation? I mean, is that what defines you, like a woman? Like, oh, what do you do? Oh, okay. So I have a boyfriend. And that's your occupation.
That's your full-time job.
Like, I'm a full-time orphan. You know, in this neoliberal dispensation, free market, women are working, men are working, everybody is bringing some coins to the table. Everybody is trying to help their partners to make ends meet. And you want to sit, relax, and enjoy 250 cedis a week or 300 cedis a week. I feel the two of them have a problem, both the woman and the man, because it's like the woman doesn't want to do anything. She's just there. And then the guy is also sort of pampering her. And I think he has even over-pampered her. And that's why she has come to this level where she can now tell him the money is not enough. You understand? So me, I would, if he loves the girl, I would suggest that he sets her up. Because you see, there are a number of, the other day my friend was even telling me, there are so many things that you can even start doing here in Ghana without any capital, zero capital. So he is into fleet management. So you only need to buy the Uber and then give it to him to manage. So he would deal with the drivers and all the misbehaviors of the drivers, everything, the pressures that comes with the car and the driver. And then you would just be there. He would go through all that, take 5 to 10% commission and give you the rest as your weekly sales. So you are just there taking your money. And then he takes his commission. And this kind of business, you need zero capital. You don't need anything at all. And so I think the two of them have issues. That's why it's so funny to me. There is a problem. There is a very fundamental problem which we have not been able to identify in the story. But I am sure to the two of them, they know what the problem is. They need to sit and discuss and decide on what they want to do. If they really want this relationship to end in marriage or to go far, then this kind of lifestyle is not sustainable. Like where the man will just go and then the woman will just be home because she's an orphan and she's a girlfriend. I mean, who does that?
This orphan thing.
What sort of misbehavior is that?
Yeah.
Please.
Me, I just want to answer one question.
Okay.
He says, how many guys of today can do that?
Can you imagine?
Plenty.
Actually, not many.
Not to
Give you free cash like that.
every.
Then you can't tell me that it's not
It's
enough.
not enough.
I know.
What sort of
Find your own job
misbehavior is that?
can
And
pay
do
you,
it.
right?
Exactly.
No, this
Charlie,
one.
I don't have much to say. I mean, if you're uncomfortable, and I'm sure, I don't know, I want to believe that, I mean, if you can give her like 250, 300 a month, chances are you've had a conversation with her. Chances are you even asked her whether, you know, don't you want to find a job? Don't you want to do something for yourself? Mansa's giving you a brilliant idea. If you have the means, maybe you should set her up, you know. And she can start with something really small, you know, and start to build on it. That will even show you whether she'll be able to manage your money in the future. You know, because if you set her up and she completely fails, let's say she starts an egg business where she gets crates, delivers it to people, and she fails completely because she ends up spending the profit, then you know that this isn't even someone you want to go ahead with.
Exactly.
That is if you have the time. If you're uncomfortable with it, my guy, flee.
Run for your life.
Okay.
Run for your life.
Couple of comments. Douglas says, my guy, it's better for you to forget this lady and use your money for something important. There are more ladies out there who will appreciate what you're doing. She's even gaining more than most workers in Ghana. Leave immediately and learn sense. Chris says, stop the foolish job you're doing. It's not your responsibility to take care of her as a girlfriend. She can get a job like her mates are doing. Citizen says, and how much do you give your mum, my guy? Just asking for a virtually impaired friend. Umar says, don't end the relationship. Start giving her 50 cedis a week, and she'll rather end the relationship and set you free. Barbara says, But she is right in asking you for a raise if what her boyfriend gives her is not enough to meet her needs. It doesn't make her ungrateful. She knows her man is capable and can give her more. You sound suspicious. You sound suspicious, Barbara. Like you do that too, right? Okay. Griffin says, you give someone you're not married this amount and yet she's ungrateful. Do you know how much you can save with that? It's not incumbent on you to take care of her. She probably has another guy who gives her more. And you're just Mr. Utia. Leave her, bro. Papa says, first of all, you're not obliged to be giving her stipends. It's just a relationship. Make that clear to her. Secondly, I believe she sees your emotional weakness towards her and is trying to abuse it. Rudolph says, that means she's getting around 1,000 cedis a month. Even a NABCO personnel gets 699 Ghana cedis, 25 pesos, after suffering for a full month. And it doesn't even come regularly. This girl is really ungrateful. Talk to her to adjust or change her attitude. If she doesn't change, dog arm. Anyway, we move. Gifty says, hey, oh, he ain't stubborn proud. A married man somewhere is insulting his wife for being ungrateful because she's not able to manage to chop money of 30 cedis with 3 kids. Anokwa, run for your life. She should have been owning a business out of that money by now. Lazy girl. That was the last message. Charlie.
And you're not working.
Seriously.
Is it like you're taking transportation to go and work or something?
The guy tried.
What
Trust.
sort of
Serious.
Anyway, we'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, more of your messages. Don't go anywhere. And you're welcome back. Remember our WhatsApp number, 054-998-6996. You can weigh in, share your opinions on some of the stories that have hit our show today or tonight. Plus, you can send an email ahead of time if you've got a question you'd like us to, address on the show. Send it to jessica@citifmonline.com. Okay, so a message here says, good evening, sisters. I need your opinions on this. I have this boyfriend I've dated for 2 years, and there's one issue that bothers me a lot. He always gets upset and angry whenever I pay him a surprise visit. He keeps telling me to call him before I come to his place, but I really don't see what the big deal is. Please advise me on this issue because I don't understand. Olivia, how far now?
Oh my goodness, the guy is shady. You need to run. You need to literally ditch him. He's so not worth it. What's up with that? That's so crazy. I'm dealing with a case, right? A friend. And it's kind of the same story. Here's a situation whereby this girl, good girl, she loves this guy to bits. Can you imagine that? This guy, right, was sick in the hospital. This same COVID thing. This girl, the guy was sick. This girl got up, paid for her own fuel, went all the way to the hospital. The guy was upset that the girl came to the hospital without calling him.
Oh.
And this was not even the first incident. So it's always been a sequence whereby, it's always been happening, whereby every time the girl says, oh, I want to come over, he's like, no, you hold on. I'll let you know when to come. The next time it was about when I'm ready for you to come, I'll ask you to come, but don't come. So she can never ever spring any kind of surprise visit on him at all. Today, thankfully, they've broken up because she got to find out that Charlie's in SMP. The guy now, he's not serious. But those are typical characteristics. My thing is, what do you have to hide? I was having a chat with a colleague the last time, and then she was telling me about her experiences growing up in the same relationship thing, how to know whether a guy is good or how not to know if the guy is good or not, or how to know whether the guy is good or not. That's a long story short. This guy would come over, visit her, and she got up one day and said she's going to just give the guy a visit. She got there, the guy told her, said, he's going for a meeting and that's, they can't meet today. But something just told her, oh, just go and spring a surprise visit on this guy. She got there and the guy was sitting in the sofa, right, with topless with another girl next to him. So she got there, saw the two of them, and she walked out, and that was the end. So for me, I feel like any guy who wants to sort of control you in terms of come, don't come, this, that, what do you have to hide? It's different if you are like, I really don't see what the big deal should be, to be honest. I'm even taking my mind back to when I was, my husband and I were dating. Like, he'll be here and I'll just pop by and then we'll chat. If there's something going wrong, I'll find out. Or he'll just pop by my end and say, hey, pop by my mom's and say, oh, are you home? Let's go out. Let's go have something to eat. Something. But it was an open, genuine relationship. I just feel like anybody who is like constantly trying to control when you should come, when you should call them, when you should not call them, when you should text them, when you should not text them, is just shady. You should be an open book and should be ready and willing to have your partner come into your life as and when they want to come in. This is just my honest, genuine opinion.
Okay.
And to be honest, I don't see this relationship going anywhere.
Right.
Let it go. It's not worth it. This is my take.
Manson, what do you think? Let it go? Shady?
No. Well, maybe my biases.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
No.
All right, let me hear you.
Yeah, because I think my biases may come to bear when it comes to this. Because personally, I am against bumping into me. Like, I'm at your door. How?
Yeah.
No.
Ufi nearby.
Adding. What is your mission?
I feel you.
Surprise me. I told you I want a surprise.
He's a present. Surprise!
No, please. Some surprises are not good for the heart. Some can kill. I'm not interested in surprises.
But is that because you're a shady person?
No, not because I'm a shady person, but because, for instance, you see, people who have lived alone. This guy is obviously living alone because he's not married. People who are living alone, Charlie, when they are home, they want to be free. They are in their natural environment. They want to wear what they want to wear. Even if they don't want to wear anything, they're still there. They are there. They are free, very free. Then all of a sudden, go and check. You are there. How? And I need to go and look for something to wear decent, even if I have to put a few things. I mean, why? Why would you want to put me on it? No, you have to call me. Let me be aware that you are coming. And I don't know, but you see, if the girl had any suspicion of the guy doing something, and that is why she chooses to go there unannounced, she would have stated it clearly.
But she hasn't.
She hasn't. So obviously, she is just being mischievous. I don't know what she is looking for, but Charlie, in this life, whatever you are looking for, you will find. Going there unannounced, you are just being mischievous. Call the person. Oh, please, I'm coming. Maybe before you know, the person is not well dressed. For instance,
but they've been dating for 2 years, to be fair.
Yes, I understand. But okay, for instance, the girl is one of those girls who don't like to see dirty dishes in the sink. And then you come and bump into me with dirty dishes. Oh, today too. You will be angry. Call me, let me know.
So
and
you can prepare.
I can prepare.
That's shady.
It's not like I'm doing anything. But at least I am dating, you understand. But I still have not lost my right to privacy. What happened to space? Because I'm dating. No, I think we still have to respect each other in that regard. And it's like the guy has told her that
don't surprise me like that.
So I think you have to respect his feelings and I mean
not surprise
him because the guy clearly does not want surprises.
So is it a big deal or not?
For me,
she doesn't see what the big deal is.
The girl doesn't see what the big deal is.
Yeah, she says, I don't see... he keeps telling me to call him before I come.
It's a big deal. No, it's a big deal.
Okay.
It's a big deal.
Let's see if you'll break the tie.
No, I won't break the tie.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Okay, so I have one question. Has he done something to make you remotely suspect that he's up to something wrong?
What I said, she would have said.
Because the thing is, you keep surprising him. He said, don't do that. So if there's something that he wants to hide, you would have found out a long time ago. Because you've been surprising him. Exactly. So I think, sometimes we make a mistake of not setting ground rules. Of course, we can't have everything from the beginning. As time goes on, you tend to learn things about people, and then you adjust accordingly. If you cannot adjust, you move out.
Exactly.
If you can adjust, you work with it, and then we move, because we are from different backgrounds, different walks of life. We're raised by different parents. When we were born, we didn't know that we'll meet. You understand? So everybody has their way of thinking. Like the way she thinks that it's no big deal if I surprise you. But the guy also thinks that, it's a big deal. Whether he's being shady or not.
Don't surprise
Because there are some people who want their private space. I'm married, but I still want my space. There are times when, Charlie, I just want to... I'm happy when it's out. Yay. I can just stay in bed, and then I don't need to, like, if maybe he's gone maybe from morning.
What's he going to have for breakfast?
Exactly.
But everybody needs me.
But sorry, in Temna say he goes, I have the time to myself. If I want to watch a movie, I draw the curtains, then the room becomes dark. I turn off the lights, watch movie. If I want to do bad snacks the whole day, I can do without him telling you that, hey, is this what you are eating? You know, it's not like you are being shady, but there are certain small sins that you commit that you don't want someone talking about and in your face every time. Okay, so whether he's being shady or not, if he's being shady, you will find out. And you should have found out by now, because you still go against what he's telling you. So please, you have surprised him enough. It's okay. Slow down.
You end up surprising yourself one day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you see, it's nice when, as time goes on, even your partner tells you that, you know what, this thing, I don't like it.
You have to respect that.
Because there are people who won't say it. They'll keep quiet. Then the thing builds up. Then, boom, one time, you have a very bad argument. Then, time. Everything finished. So at least he has told you, I don't like it when you surprise me. Mempe. Stop it. So, like Master said, what you are looking for,
so one day you
will find it.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, give him that space, because he's not up to anything. He's not up to anything, because if he was, you would have seen it.
I agree.
So please.
I agree.
Please.
I mean, I do get and like you mentioned Mansa. Sorry, is Olivia saying something?
Quick question. Yeah, quick question.
Yeah.
So, if you've been intimate with this person, right? And they're your boyfriend and your girlfriend, and assuming you're having premarital sex, right? Like, what's wrong if the person comes to meet you in your true nature, without makeup, without anything, but this is you? Like, what else is there? Like, when you end up marrying them, what's going to change? And that's my opinion. I'm just wondering, if they can't see you in your true state, as in who you are, this is you, and they can, based on who you are, then it would enable them to make an informed decision. I don't see why I should pretend when my boyfriend comes around and there's dishes in the sink, and why should it be a big deal? Like, I met a girl recently, she dated this guy for 2 years and just found out that the guy was married.
Right.
So, like, if you can't be your true self with whoever it is that you're in a relationship with, like, why do you have to fake? If you're faking it, then you shouldn't be in that relationship.
Yeah, I mean,
you
make a solid point there. I do have to say though that there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're uncomfortable with it, you are. You know, it's really. Then there's some people like that. We're not all the same.
Yeah.
And I completely understand him. I don't like being surprised either. Like,
at all.
Like, what is it?
What
Just
is
tell
a
me you're
surprise?
coming. We have cell phones. It's not like back in the 90s where there was you had to go and walk to Ghana Telecom, go and
buy phone card.
be in a queue, phone
Buy
card, and then wait. Someone will be chatting with their father like 10 minutes. You're standing there tapping your toes, waiting, right?
Yeah.
When you could, it's not like
This
those
is
times.
mobile
You have cell
phone
phones.
era,
You have
2021.
WhatsApp. Like, let me know. Even if it's a 20-minute heads up, like, oh, babe, I'm in the area. Do you mind if I swing by? Oh, yeah, sure, come over. Right? But this, hey, my bad surprise.
Surprise.
Oh, yes,
Surprise.
I'm just saying. We'll end the show here, unfortunately. We're out of time.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we're out of time. But thank you so much to our sponsors. Talia Rice, always coming home to love, Charlie. Delicious rice. Of course, Vodafone comes through for us every single time. Together we can. And Onga, Mama's helping hand. Ladies, thank you so much for your time. Olivia, thank you for joining us as well. And to you who watches us every single week and listens to us on Citi FM, we appreciate you as well. We'll be back same time next week. My name is Jessica. Bye-bye for now.